enable basically path in here. And oh, sorry, that the choo-choo is the dart trap as the dart trap is firing. Hi friends, we're back in 7 Days to Die, and we're going to be doing the base build, and it's going to be, well, we're at a mountain here, so I figure it's going to be a mountain kill chamber is probably going to be what I'm calling it, and it's going to be slightly different. I am sort of in where the old trader used to be, that is, I believe, up here or something, so I'm slightly further down because I have another base that is up there as well, my previous mountain bunker. This is going to be slightly different. I'm going to try to make it in such a way that it can handle 64 concurrent zombies, but I'm going to make this slightly different as well. It's going to be a long video. I'm going to start by showing you exactly all the steps I take in order to build this, and I'm going to try to not cut out too much, but really show you everything I do, how I go into creative mode and all those issues, just so you can appreciate a lot of the effort that goes to making these builds and actually also follow along a little bit easier. I'm going to follow that with a Horde, running through Blood Moon Horde, which is going to be a second video, and then I'll probably make some changes and update it for 64 concurrent just to see how does the concept work, and probably make some updates and everything because I have some ideas of how to do that. So I am not even in God mode here, so I'm going to hit F1 and I'm going to do CM. I'm going to do, and that gives me creative menu, and I'm going to do DM, which gives me the debug menu. Creative menu is how I pick the blocks. I have a couple of things here since previously. Obviously you need a lot of things, like let's say I want dart traps, type that in and take some of that. I want an engine, actually a few engines. I need that. I need a generator. Let's grab maybe 1 or 2 of those. Relay. Let's see, electric wire relay. We have fuel. Blade traps will probably be good as well. So let's take a couple of these ones. Sort of give you a sort of flavor of what I'm doing here. And so when I make these buildings, I tend to pre-plan in my head a little bit of what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to start off by doing that. Let's see. I want to have it. Oh, it's about this way. Okay, I want to have it about, yeah, that's 3, 4. Yeah, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that good? I want to have a 6 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 3. No, I probably want to go 2 more. 2 more like that. These are pre-painted. I'm going to go through that in a little bit as well of how I do that. So let's do something like this. So my aim is that this will be one end, then we'll have a 3Y corridor, then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to have a 3Y corridor, and we're going to have this one. Oh, I actually counted correctly. So we're going to have 2 corridors in, because I need to be able to split the zombies because there might be quite a few of them. And okay, so, and to do that, we probably want to go in. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that. And we're going to go down a little bit here. And of course, I'm using the admin gun. And the way to do that is admin, the digger. You go to digger, and then you hit this one, and you can actually get the super digger, which is really convenient for doing some of these things. Did I get this correct? Not all the way. A little bit like this. And I'm going to go down 1. The reason I go down 1 is because I'm going to take out the block section. Then I hit Z. So I have enabled the level tool. If you don't know how to do that, then search my channel for how to enable level tool. And why am I don't know why I'm actually... Why am I... Yep, I don't know why I'm crouched. Anyway, so we're going to do how high. Let's see, this is the bottom. We're going to have a 3 high. 1, 2, 3... And we probably want to have at least 4 high. That'll give me the... let's do 5. Okay, something like this. And we're going to actually do that. Then I hit Z here. You see it marks this whole huge area, which goes all the way from there all the way to there. And then I go to air, hit escape. And I go to this one and random decorate select, which basically will fill it with nothing because I have nothing in my hand. And I keep clicking. There used to be you could clear the selection, but they've actually hidden that, which is so annoying. I don't know why they do that. keep clicking until it's made 10% each time, and alright, done. Then we hit backspace, and I think we're fine here. Yes. Let's go down. This is... Ooh. Ooh, now that's one too high. Okay, so we're gonna have to go up, go down one again. Let's do this. And let's go down here. Like that. And then do this again, because I need to have one down so I can actually put in a floor. I don't want to have just soil or stone and everything. I need something that's a little bit more solid. Okay. And almost done. If there's just a few of them, I basically just go and destroy them myself. Okay, so now we have the basics here. So we're going to have the... This is the 1, 2, 3. Like that. Oh, this is a little bit lopsided, so I might have to... okay, yeah, we might have to fill this out with asphalt, actually. And dig this one even deeper, but that's all right. So let's see, let's go to the paintbrush. So we're going to do two different things. I want to have this side, it's going to be the top side, is going to be not like that. Let's do it something like a dark red, maybe. No, that's not what I want. I want this one. Is not quite. What about this? This is all right. And then the side we're going to do, and I hit R to get into here, and then I'll paint it. The side, let me do purple. Let's destroy that one. Let's do that purple. And this side, let's do purple on all sides regardless of... Ooh, but I do want to have some like that as well. Okay, let's take this one like this. And like this. And then I hold R and I do copy block. Then I saw I got 200 of them. So now I have a bunch of them. So I'm going to have these ones that can be... Oh, going to be like that. Let me then... Because these kind of sort of going to be the walls. Let's do a copy block here. Put that on. Let's see if this one is correct. It's not. So annoying. Let's try that again. And then we do copy block, and we toss the old one. That's better. Now we have this one for the wall, which will give us something like this. Fly up, please. Like this. And then I dropped everything, which is not what I wanted either. Alright, like this. And then we have the flooring, which is going to be 3 wide. Then we're going to have a wall. Is the... What? Maybe I'm... Not like that, okay. Should be alright. Oh, this one is not done either. Oh, so annoying. Okay. So again, this is the... This one and this one is... See, this is part of what happens when you're sort of building things up, and especially when you're having the same block being multiples. Okay, let's grab that one. Copy block, and then destroy. Right. Okay, we are back in action here. We're going to make that like this, and we're going to tie this off. So this is going to be the entrance. Now, the reason I want to have this a little bit wider is because it gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I make it 2? Oh, sorry. Like that. And then I can do something like that. Perfect. And then we go over here. I want to have it 3 wide so that I have a little bit more space for the zombies that are being placed. And this is why I do this in creative, because imagine doing all this in just survival. It would take so much longer. Okay, so now we have a little bit of the entrance here. We are going to do this. We have this one correct. And then we wanted to go in. Let's see, maybe we can go in. Let me think here. I don't need that long. So now we're going to go for the ramp. Nope. Ramp. We're going to have... Let's see, R concrete. Nope. Nope. Right, ramp. Let's search for the, and then we find the reinforced concrete one. Anyone can find it? Anyone see it before I do? Please tell me. There it is. Right, and then we have this one. So we're going to put the flooring here. Do that, fill that all up. This is sort of going to be where I put some of my traps. And I need this space for that. So we're going to do something like that. Like this. And actually, I could... Don't do simple, do advanced. One. All this turning is so annoying. I like this. Right. Why is there a zombie all? Kill all? No. Do that. Okay, so we're gonna do this and flip it around. Hopefully, yes. Like that. Yes, perfect. That'll give us what we want. Then we are going to... Actually, I can do there, and then I can go in and just randomly decorate there. The only downside when you do random decoration, whatever, you don't get the paint. It just takes the block. But, you know, at least it's better than nothing. And, okay, that gives us the basics here. We're also going to need some arrow slits. Arrow slits. Put them here in the... Oh, no, that's correct. Okay. Oh, I thought I made it not too wide, which would have been so annoying because then things looks really weird. Let's do that. Thing like this will do it probably. Actually, we'll set them back one more. Would work. Now, let's do it where I put it first. Okay. So now we're gonna have the wall here. We can worry about putting it up later, just the basic shape. And we're going to have these ones. Come on, give me the correct shape here. Something like this. And then something like this. Which means I can also do shape here. Like this. I think this looks about what I want to have. So I'm going to do one side first because it's a little bit easier to replicate. And like this. Yeah, this is enough space, I think. And we're going to keep on putting this one out here. So we're going to have them come in from two different sides. Again, the reason is that it allows me to sort of split them a little bit. I am a little bit concerned that as you bump up the amount of zombies, that you will have way too many of them, and they just sort of they choke up the choke points, funnily enough, which is a little bit irritating because it causes a lot of issues with the pathing. And so we need to have enough space here. Okay, so then we end up with like there. Okay, let's do like this. Oh, coal! Who wants some coal? I'll let you have for free. And let's turn this one here. Do this one like that. Then turn it. You notice I'm using the wrong block once in a while, but that's all right. Is this correct? I think it is. Okay, this looks about correct, right? Probably want to pull that out a little bit. So one of the reasons why I don't want to have this one too long is because I'm going to be further in there, and I want to make sure that with the zombies as they're coming here doesn't have a line of sight. I want the line of sight to be gone. And let's do that. Right, and then we're going to go in here. I think that'll be okay. So, oh, I need something else. I need tripwires. That's another issue here. We are going to put tripwires. We're going to put dart trap there. So tripwire here. And then we have a distance issue. So we want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually restricted a little bit more. More like that. I think that'll be even better. Yes. Yes, I don't have it too long. Again, like I said, having tripwires means that you do end up with a distance problem. And like that. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's bring that in a little bit. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I probably want to have it about 12. That makes it a little bit easier to connect things. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, 12. I put it there. That gave me enough space. Barely. Let's try one more. And we're gonna do that. We are not gonna have any. Well, I could. No, we're not gonna have it. We're not gonna have any dart trap there. I don't want to overdo the amount of dart traps on that side. We are gonna have. Let's see. We're gonna have the dart. No, we're gonna have something like this. We are going to do that. I think something like this will work, and this is the wrong one. So I basically have a corridor that comes in here, and then I have 2 of these ones that I connect, and then I have the blocking block ahead of them, so that I don't get any damage, which is basically this one. And that gives me some space here that I'm going to take advantage of. And why is there a block underneath? 2, 3, because I'm going to have basically zigzag a little bit after this. So this will be, let's take this out. We're going to there, and then we're going to have, let's see here, we're going to have, I'm thinking a little bit. It's not going to be fully symmetrical. I could, but it becomes a little bit more painful if I do it symmetrical, because you have a distance, because I'm going to have dart traps here left to right, and making it symmetrical basically means that I get a problem with the distance as well, because you don't want to have them too long, because I'm going to have a dart traps and stuff like that. So let's see, we're going to have this one too wide here. And let's see, let's try with this side, and let's cancel that one. Try with this one. So I've sort of laid this one out in my head before. It's something that the way when I make these videos, I tend to spend a few hours and just sort of through my head walk through what I'm trying to accomplish and how I want it to look. Now, I think that we are going to be doing this. We aren't going to open up too much. We probably want to have something like this, like that, and then we're gonna have these ones. Yeah, I think we should do that. And why am I putting them there? That's actually the wrong place. It should be one more, like this, because I need the dart trap ahead of it, and then these ones. Right, and now I have the distance issue as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see how I can do that. Make a bit more here. The 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 10. And then it's 11. Thing is, I have to fit in. That's a big hole. I have to fit in 11 plus the, oh, see, now I'm checking out my time here. Let's do that. You see the time, it's a Blood Moon Horde tonight. We don't want to have that, so let me quickly fix that. Question then, if I put this here, because I want to have the dart traps and I want to have these ones, but I also want to have enough space. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. I can probably push at least one. Oh, I don't want to do too much because I'm going to have electric fences later on too. If I do it not this way, I do it this way. I put this one. I give 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12. Okay, I think that this should be all right. I don't want to make it too long. So that's the general gist of this one. And then we have this one here with another. Okay, so let me just wire a little bit of these things. Let's see. So we're going to wire out some space up here. We're going to wire this one to this one. Perfect. They should be protected there, so that's fine. And we'll do this one to this one. And then we're going to do... let's see here. Come in from this side is probably better. Then we do this one to this one as well. We do this one to... Ah, yes. Okay. The reason we do it that way is because it allows me to do basically this. So I can then have it trigger the dot trap. Right? You walk here, it'll trigger the dot trap. And the same thing here. I can put down dot trap, and then we're going to have another dot trap and yet another dot trap, because these ones will be triggering this and then trigger upwards. That's usually how I do it. I usually take the low one and the low one goes to the upper one. Looks a little bit neater with all the wires. Okay, so now anything stepping in here will end up getting wasted, but not totally wasted. Small things like regular zombies should probably die. What I'm trying to avoid is that I don't want cops and everything to take too much damage, because I'm afraid they're going to go into their explosion animation, which is what I really want to avoid. Okay, so now we have this one, and this is where I'm going to get a little bit more tedious. So we are going to do that. I'm going to block this off like that. I was thinking about... I was having some ideas here actually how to... I wanted to try something. I'm not fully sure it will actually work. Now we're gonna have bulletproof there. We'll see. We'll find out. I can probably fix that if it doesn't quite work. What I'm trying to do... No, this is not the right one. Bullet. I didn't want the centered one. I wanted the plate. Okay. So I wanted to do the plate. And the reason is that I'll be behind there, and I wanted to be able to see the zombies. Problem is, if you use just go through... No, not invisible. If I use just the plate, zombies will see me. So we're going to do this door trick here, which is something like this, where you put in a door, and you put in a door, and then you have to bash it a bit. Let's see, do I have any? I can't. And that's probably not the best one to use. The club, baby. You want to damage it, and then I should get a nail gun. You want to damage it enough that you can actually see through it, but not so much that... Okay. 10. 90. And not so much that it's totally destroyed, but you want to have enough that as much as possible is gone from it. I don't know, does it... Okay, so that one is enough. Okay, so it doesn't go beyond that. Come on, hit it. Whack it. Hit it. Yes, do it. Yes, put some hip into it. Yes, power attack. Yes, that's me. Oh. Okay, 100 and... Oh, you can destroy it. One more, come on. One more. Yes, okay, so this is the most you can get. It does mean I will have some visibility, even if not full visibility, which is probably okay. Hopefully enough anyway. Let's do that. I'm gonna do like this. And we're gonna do like that. And then we're gonna have bulletproof. They should not from here. It's just to avoid the zombies seeing me. Because if they see me, they will vomit. If they vomit, they will destroy things. So that's what we're trying to avoid here. And this one can do something like this. Okay. So now I should be able to see them coming here a little bit. You know, obviously it is blocking a bit, but it's enough for me to see a little bit what's coming on. I can see if there's anything And I can see sort of what's coming if there's any demolishers and what have you. Let's do that. And this, now I'm going to have, like you can see, we have these ones are being set up like here. And then we're going to do like this. We're going to have like this. We're going to have of these ones. Dart trap. I have a bunch of dart traps since here. You'll get a lot of... So here, the zombies will split up. Once they get here, especially if you have a high concurrent setting, so you get a lot of them at the same time, then this place will obviously be a choke point, and they'll run down here while taking the damage from here, and then they come in here and they'll take even more damage. I'm not going to slow them down with electric fences. The reason being is that I want them to sort of run past this area, because while they're here, I can't actually shoot them. I'm going to do that. And we are going to... is that enough? I could... No, no, that's fine, that's fine. We're not going to put more there. We're going to put this one here, though. And we're going to fire that one up as well. I can actually get back here. So we have the tripwire here. This one goes to this one. This one goes up. This one goes to this one. This one goes up. Right, so now these ones will fire. Now the other side is pretty simple. You go from the bottom, you go to the bottom, and then the bottom and up. And same thing here. Bottom up, and bottom to the bottom, and the bottom to the bottom. Simple, right? I mean, that's fairly straightforward. Do that. Let's put in like that, so it looks a little bit better. Okay, so we're getting that part done. I'm going to have to fill in a bunch of these things later on, because I don't want them to sort of walk through here, but I can worry about that later. So now we have these 4 and we have these 8. Okay, like that. You have these ones. Good. That is one part of it. Now this is where I wanted to try and make it a little bit more interesting. The question is how long. I'm also a little bit concerned about that the path being too long, so that they decide that, hey, they're just going to be this is where this one becomes a bit of an I don't want to have a too long path, because if it's too long, the zombies will start basically tunneling instead. I don't want to, like, if I do like this, I don't want them to come through here. I want them to basically go through the front. And I think because this one is fairly steep, if you have a fairly steep like this, it's a lot easier, because then there's so much effort for them to go through from the top, which means they will try not to, unless they have a really blocked path. So we're gonna do that. Okay, let's actually build this up just in case. Don't forget about that. Okay, so now I have this side, and this is where I wanted to do a little bit of a switchback thingy, because I don't know how aggressive the zombies are going to be. If you don't have a lot of zombies, it's not a huge problem, but as you pump up the difficulty and you pump up the concurrent zombies, this is where my issue is going to be, because I'm going to be having, let's do like that. I'm going to have a lot of zombies, so we're going to have a path that goes... See how deep I can do that one. Having the visibility of here is pretty good as well. And then we do that. Pick out some more of here. And this is where I'm going to start putting in my electric fences as well. Do that. We're going to have this. We're going to have like this. This one, I'm probably going to do that one like that. Need some more space here. And we're going to have this. Yes, perfect. And we're gonna have build that up so we don't have any holes. This. So we're gonna have. Alright, so the idea is to have this one here, this one there, and then we're gonna have electric fences. I love electric fences because they're really, really useful. And that. Put that one here. Put that one there. Let's see. Okay, let's see how the distance is here. I don't want to go too far. It just becomes a pain to hook things up. Let's do that. So we do there, and we do that. And the electric fence. Put it down. Yes, I did. And another one here. I'm gonna have to obviously make this neater later on, but that's not the main concern right now. Like that, and then we put open up a little bit more here. I will be. Oh, okay. This is where I did things wrongly. Another reason why I am in creative makes it a lot easier to rebuild. I put it one wrong. Like they say, measure twice and put it wrongly 3 times. That. No one saw that, right? I mean, it's like vanishingly fast. Okay, so that. And like so. So now, okay, so now this is where the challenge is to actually hook things up. So let's hook up. You should do it from the beginning. Okay, we're going to do it from left to right. So from here to there. Okay. Then we're going to do from here to here. And then we're going to go tripwire to electric fence. Tripwire to electric fence. Then we're going to do electric fence over to this electric fence. No, there it is. And this is where the distance can be a bit painful if you have it too far, because you'll end up with this one being red and then you can't actually hit something. But that should be, no, that should be all right. We're gonna have like that. So now basically when the tripwire is activated, the electric fence will be activated. Same thing here. Need more dart traps. We put it like that, and then we do tripwire. So this is the one that determines whether there's any power being sent. So we're going to go through here, this one to there. We're going to do the same thing here. Take it from the tripwire to there, and the tripwire, oh sorry, the dart trap to there. And then we do the same thing as I showed before. This one goes to the bottom one. That goes up there. And we're gonna have, this one was all done, so we can like that. I'm gonna give myself a way in anyway. Figure that out later. And then up. I think that's correct. I think that's all right. And then we basically, we need to block off here later on, but I can do that later on. Okay, so we have this one here, and now as they start coming here, this is where the electric fences will start being triggered. Now, I also want to have, and this is another interesting thing. So I don't want them to simply walk here. I want them to switch. Oh, I actually did a boo here because this is not quite what I want. And the reason it's not this one, I'm thinking this is part of my future expansion plan where I've actually planned some things out. No, actually, this will work. This will work. This will work, so I won't actually have to change that. But I do want them to switch back and forth here, so I'm going to try to use a plate. It might or might not work. I hope it does. So the hope is that if I do it like this, they will basically path in here. And oh, sorry. that the chuchu is the dart trap as the dart trap is firing. So they'll come here and they'll take damage, and they come here and they take damage, and I'm going to see, I'm probably going to have one block like this, and then yes, we're going to have it like this. One block like this. I wonder if you use a quarter block. I'm going to try to use a quarter block. I am not entirely sure whether the quarter blocks will work. The reason I want to have some visibility like this. Where is my, there it is. I want to have visibility, but I also want to block off that one up. Advanced. This. I also want to have visibility, but I don't want them to start bashing. If you do poles, they'll definitely be bashing. So maybe this is a... I do it at the bottom after all. Good thing I'm not indecisive. Come on, making me look very unprofessional here. Okay, like that. As then I can see them at the bottom. If there's any spiders, then I can also headshot things if there's anything there. And the same thing. Maybe this. Oh, but only. I don't want to bring them out of position. How will that work? I might need to have this one here just to block them so they don't go out of position. And by position I mean is that you'll see that in just a moment. So let me just finish this one off. Do like this. So I have these two channels here, which will do a lot of damage output, and I'm going to actually put that here as well. And here. They can't go through. I think that they will not try to go through the plates. If they do, then yeah, I don't know what to do about that. That means that this becomes a really short one because they'll just go straight through here. So let's hope that doesn't happen. It could. These are things that you find out as you are testing things out. You realize that, hey, you know, the behavior is slightly unexpected maybe. We're going to put one, that. So they will be coming here, and this is where we will have more dart traps. We're going to put in like very similar to what we had here. Yep, that's fine. And then we're gonna have, okay, so this one goes there, this one goes this way. Then we are going to, don't know how many of these switchbacks I need though. That is another concern I have. I don't want to make too many, but it should be okay. I think that this should be enough. If I do too many, I run into other problems with the distance from the front. If I do too few, I run into issues where the zombies basically are not being taking enough damage before they reach the end. But I think this might be okay. I will give myself a little bit of space at the back, so if this one doesn't work, then at least I can. And this is where, okay, so this is what I meant by the positioning. If I don't have this one here, as soon as they come around here, they will come around here, and they will not be triggering anything. And eventually they will filter over here, but it means that you're losing a lot of space here where they could be taking damage. And that's why I'm trying to do that. Yeah, then at least they're going to be kept, because they're going to come out here, and once they're here, they're not going to go in here unless they get bumped by each other, which is no, that happens. But they're going to try to move as close as possible to this side. So let's close that off here, and like that. And this is where we end up with. Oh, careful! Don't destroy things. I mean, destroy the stone, but don't destroy everything else. So when we're gonna do that's gonna be the same length. Add something. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's see if I can get things up to this one. Yes, it's this one. And then we do this one. Here we're gonna have a electric fence. Then we're gonna have another electric fence. Then in front I'm going to have, is that in front? Yes. So again, we're gonna do the correct way. We're gonna do from this over to this side. This one to this one. This one to this one. Okay, so we have, and then we have like that, and I do need some more dart trap. No, I have. Scrap that. Okay, so these ones are fine, and then we're gonna need a bit more space here so I can get through. Just open up a little bit, and then we're gonna have. I'm gonna have to obviously block off some of this so the zombies don't go through the walls, because that is another issue that I might end up with. For instance, okay, let me just wire this up before I forget about it. This one goes to here, and okay, then it goes to the dart trap. Dart trap goes up, and then we have bottom dart trap goes to the bottom dart trap. It's up, and I think I did up one. Let's do it again just to be sure. So another issue with doing something like this, if you have it open in the back, which I'm going to try and not have. For instance, go all the way around. So if I have it open here, they might decide that, hey, if I simply just break through here, I can then go all the way around here and then get into the base rather than going back and forth, because it's so much shorter, which is another issue that actually can happen. I will try to mitigate that by, sorry, knocked my microphone there, by having probably dividing walls and maybe some vault doors and everything there, just to see if I can just get the zombies to realize that, hey, no, this is, don't do that, don't do that, don't be annoying. Just follow where I tell you to go. Here we're gonna have this one here, and now I have a. I could put a door here, but I'm thinking about actually just putting a pole. I probably will just put a pole here later on, because poles are really interesting. And I'm talking about this one. And the reason poles are interesting is because, like that. The poles are interesting because zombies will basically see them as not existing. They see them as not being there. And that's helpful because, actually I can put one outside. Like that. It's helpful because it means that it's considered open, and if it's open, there's nothing blocking, which means that they're less likely to go somewhere else. So, what is this one looking like now? I'll look at the whole day is going. Whole day is going, and we are 40 minutes into recording. Okay, so this part is done. I obviously need to connect the actual generator. That's all right. Then they come up here. They start taking damage. Then they walk back here. The good thing here is that I'm going to do something like this. Something like this, maybe this. so that I can... But do I have enough space for this? Ooh, actually, sort of... I do sort of have enough space for... If I wanted to put another, I could actually put that here, so maybe we'll leave that like that. They'll take damage here. This one we'll leave it like this without any traps behind it. But at least I can put in the dart traps here if I want to, and then just have trigger plates. That should work. They'll give an extra four dart traps. But they'll come in here. They'll start taking damage, and they'll be hit by the electric fences. Ooh, electric fences. Maybe... Okay, I might... that I'm thinking not loudly, I'm thinking inside my brain. We're gonna have that one there. I might it's there, so I can't put anything else here. So actually we might disable this electric fence initially. Let's do that. This one. I'm gonna keep it on this one. The reason being is that I want them to make their way in here. I don't want them to all choke out here, because if I have a lot of them that are stunned here, these ones are basically just standing around and bashing things, which I don't want. I want them to make their way in here, so that they end up being here when they start being stunned. Which I think is okay. I might have to disable this one later as... Okay, this one is connected. It's just not... it doesn't have the input of it, so that's fine. What I also wanted to do here is... Let's see, can I... Yes. Oh, okay, I need to open up like that. And that means that I have to... There. There and there. Don't collapse. Thank you very much. But I wanted to have some blade traps. So if I have this one this side. So they first come in here. I can put one here. I can... Oh, did that? No, okay, that's not correct. Why? Okay, like that. Put one out. This. Okay, so I have one blade trap there, and I have one blade trap here. As they come in, they take damage. And that should be okay. I have two blade traps there, and I wanted to have the same thing here. I was going to just put it here, actually. After I destroy some of this, probably just put it like this. 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 Yeah, that's basically symmetric, I think. There, and remove this. Go away. Okay. Yeah, so a 2 there, and I don't know if I can... Let's try that. Let's see. Let me give myself a pistol. Myself some 9mm. That. I'm gonna have this one. Can I actually... So this one, obviously, I can repair. This one I can repair. Question is... Can I repair? What? Oh, I can! Oh! Okay, that is actually perfect, because these ones will take a lot of damage. It means that actually I can repair it from here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Because these one will take a lot of damage once the zombies start making their way in, and having a way to repair is exactly what I wanted. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so this is good. And we have all these also connected. This is going to have to be blocked off as well. Like this. Okay, so I need more space here. So we're gonna do. We're gonna give ourselves some more space. Let's do this. I'm gonna go 1. Far in is that. 2. That. Let's give ourselves a little bit. This. And then we're gonna bring it all the way over here. We're just gonna be maybe to there. That's not actually what I want. I want to obviously have it higher. Let's there. I'm gonna bring it up here. This. It's okay. That might be correct actually. Do that. I'm gonna go into this one and level tool, randomly decorate select. Open all this up. This saves so much time. Just lifesaver, I tell you, when you're making this video. And that. But yeah, and I can do that with the flooring as well. Like I said, I can do something like I wanted. That. Do that. Jump up here, and I do that again. And then I have a floor. And I tend to do that if I make walls and everything. If I need a lot of space for the walls, then it also makes it easier. Like this. For instance, let's there to here. Same thing. Speed it up. That one. Oh, am I? No. Did you? Yes. Aha. Save yourself some time. Level tool is so convenient when I'm making these spaces. Oh, I can tell you how much. We still have to do. Okay, so that's this is gonna be closed off, and I will be able to stand here and see a little bit, at least, of what's coming in. Of course, it looks a little bit messy right now, but you know, that's not too bad. And we are going to. So this is where. Okay, so this is really where I'm really concerned about zombies coming through. I am super concerned about it. Not a little bit, but a lot. And I mean a lot. So we're gonna do a vault door. Let's do that. This. Let's do that. Going to block off here. It's the wrong color. Oh, I know why it's the wrong color, because I actually combined them. Ugh. That's another thing that happens when you sort of shift click, they will be combined. So let's just grab a new stack. Okay. Stack. Okay, so we have this one there. That. Open. That's to be. When I can't get through, I can. Okay. And there's just no space. No space at all. Cramped. So we're going to. Oh, okay. This is open. Oh yeah, this is where I. Okay. Now I remember why I have this open. I'm going to, because I need. Actually, I don't need access to this one. Now that I come to think of it, I actually don't need access to this one, so I'm going to do something like this. And the reason I don't need access to this one is because this one I can load from the front. The only reason I would need to gain access is if everything breaks down. Let's say the tripwires break down. But if the tripwires break down, then I have bigger problems. So this one like that. That one doubled up. That. Going to this. This. Yes, it is. Randomly select everything. Randomly decorate, rather. Get it done, get it done. Give me that wall, give me that wall, give me that wall. Big money, big money. Okay. So I am... Right. It's out of my face, please. Okay, and we have... this one. Still up here. The less air bubbles you have, the more strength you have. And stop flying around. Can I get in here? I can't, sort of. Okay, I'm going to do the roof later on as well. I can do that off cam. One of the few things I'm going to do off cam. And then we have this one. Just the roof is not that interesting. Simply something I have to do, and we do that. That, and we're gonna have another, right? So again, this hopefully, and it's not 100%. I will find. Hopefully means that they are not trying to go through. I probably also though will steal, and I probably should have done this from the beginning. As a result, as some of these places you probably want to steal up just to avoid them trying to go through the walls. Don't I have any? Obviously, I need to have something there like this, and then we do those just to minimize that. And these ones are not an issue. These ones could be here. Oh, actually, I'm going to do the same thing on that side. But that's not the main thing here. So we're going to steal all this up. Steal, steal, steal. These ones don't need to be stealed. Let's do these ones. These ones as well. And I don't think these need to, these ones potentially. Just to, again, like I said, discourage them trying to break through. Better safe than sorry. I mean, you'll notice really quickly when you're doing this, when you're having the first hordes and everything, you'll notice fairly quickly if they are trying to break through. And this one don't have to be because they're not there. Yeah. So, this is roughly the thing. So the only thing I need to do now, besides coming back here, is I need to put down that generator. I might probably have two of them. One for the blade traps and one for, let me have a switch. Do that, so we're gonna do switch here. This one. This one for, have these ones to here. We basically have them on separate switches because then I can dictate of where or when I turn on the blade traps. Because I might, if you only have a few zombies coming in, it's really annoying to have these ones on because that's manually activated. Whereas, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You try this on. All of them are spinning. Yes, correct. Let's do this one. We're gonna have more engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're gonna refuel. We're gonna go to this one. Alright, so this is where we're gonna go this one to this one. Do that. This one to this one. One to this one. I also need R. Can I do that? I need a relay. Okay, let's try. I put a relay here. Let's see if I have enough used to actually do, or distance rather, do that. Otherwise, that'll be a little bit more complicated. Let's that. I'm trying to not break that cable. No, that's alright. But yeah, this is working just fine. Okay, so I can pull it out here, which means that I can do something like this. Going to do this one, this one, this one, and then another relay there. I have one of these here. Just that one. The reason I want to have that one here is because then I can actually target it from here. Do I need to target it? Actually, I don't. Did I? Oh, okay. Right, so I might have made... Nope, don't do that. Right, I made a little bit of a boo-boo here. These ones I can't access. Unless I can do that. Okay, let's try this again. Go back. You have to make sure that it's a little bit easier when you're doing it in God mode if you fly through everything, but I want to make it so that actually you can actually properly hook things up even if you're not in God mode, which is obviously important. So this one, yes, and yep, I can do that. So let me do that for all. Okay, so I can reach them just fine. Let me try to reach the last one. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to go out. Come around here again. And I need that one. I don't actually need that one, but let me have it there anyway in case I need to pull the power later on. I realize this one is enough because this one will trigger the dart traps, these tripwires, and the tripwires here will trigger all these ones. So that's enough. I didn't have anything else. I don't need to pull the power all the way there. Okay, so I think this looks fairly all right. So what I'm going to do, I am going to pause a little bit here, at least in my speaking, and I'm going to just finish off obviously the walls and everything to properly block things off and everything. I don't want to have all this openness, and then I'll come back and we'll do some basic testing. And what seems to be seconds for you is literally hours later for me. So I have finished up the building. I'm going to give you a walkthrough. I'm going to show you some of the changes I had to make in order to take care of some of the peculiarities of the game and the AI and everything. One of them, I showed a video yesterday. If you didn't check that one, then go back yesterday on my channel and check it, of how the new Hawaiian zombie was really, really weird. He would basically, I'm not going to show it here, well, he would basically come in here and he would try to go straight through here. He wasn't coming for me. I literally could stand here, punch them, shoot them, and he didn't care about me. He wanted to get into a specific location over there on the map and just mill around there. He didn't care about me as a player at all. So something really weird with the Hawaiian zombie. So check my video yesterday for that one. So that was one of the problems I had. That took a lot of effort to just to figure out, just like, what's happening with that bug, that zombie. Second thing that I saw was that, and if I known about this, I probably would have done things slightly differently. So what seems to happen, you can see I've basically put out a stone shelf here. What seemed to be happening is that if the zombies have a way to get on top, somewhere around here, they prefer to go in and just dig straight in as opposed to going down here. Now, by putting a shelf up here, something like this seems to be fine. They never get triggered to that behavior and basically just fall off or go down or never come up in the first place. So that seems to solve it. Maybe it's a distant thing that they go like, hey, you know, if there's not enough distance to the player on top here, because a lot of it is just soil, then I decide just go straight up. So they would spawn sometimes here, and they would come down here, and then would just start digging in. If they came down here, they would go in, but sometimes if they sort of could make their way up there easily, they would basically do that instead. Really weird. The way I would avoid that for build would not be necessarily be to make a stone shelf like this. Is simply set this one in like another 5 blocks or something, so that when the zombies come in here, they naturally fall down because they're too high up anyway. So set it in another 5 blocks, 10 blocks or something, just to be sure. That was the second thing. So basically 2 corridors come in here, a lot of dart traps. Then they come in here. I have more dart traps on the side, and this is where I put, in order to deal with the Hawaiian zombie that decided to just go straight through here. He ends up here in these spots basically. So I'm like, okay, fine. The way to solve that, because it is a bugged out zombie, is, you know, well, let me just put some extra dart traps there that will fire if the zombies stand here. Normally the other zombies will go here, so they will never trigger this. They could potentially trigger this one if they, depending on how many are there, but normally they would not. So it would only be for those extra Hawaiian zombies as they come in, and that would take care of them. And of course you have the dart traps firing back and forth. Coming into my kill chamber, this one had some issues as well. It seems to be that if I put, you might remember I had, let's see, I had something like this. The zombie decided that, nope, they don't like it. They seem to feel that when I was blocking off like this, even if they actually could walk here, they didn't path. So instead they decided to go straight through here. So what I simply did, I changed things out. So I inverted this sort of maze a little bit. So I filled in here, opened up here, filled in here, and opened up here instead. Simply to make it a little bit shorter and avoided me to push everything back. I mean, I could have pushed everything one step back, but that's just so much effort. So I didn't do that. So I just blocked off here. So now they'll come in here. I enabled the electric fence for this one. So they will be standing, a lot of them here. And if they come in here, they'll be taking damage from the blade traps. Otherwise, they end up in here and they'll take more damage from the dart traps and the blade traps. And the good thing is that I can stand here and repair them from both sides. Oh, wrong one. I can actually repair them here easily, no problem at all, which makes it really simple. So if I just want to hide, I can just hide back here as well so they don't see me. But otherwise, I can stand here and, well, not here, then I would get damaged, but I could stand here and just shoot because most of the zombies will be coming here. I did see 1 or 2 zombies really weirdly, like standing here, like, no, I want to bash this one. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out on this side, which was really weird itself. But anyway, that doesn't really make any difference because this is not structural. So let's do this. Let's turn everything on. Let's do this. So I am going to, and I am in God mode here, and I'm going to go into creative mode or on debug mode or whatever, and I'm going to come out here. So you'll see I'm going to spawn in some stripper. Let's do some feral strippers, and I'm going to trigger them. You'll see they walk in here. See, they take a lot of damage here. A lot of them will survive, obviously, but here, this is where they really get slaughtered because they get stunned, which means they get hit by the dart traps really simply. And of course, this one also deals damage. This one, the blade trap. So let's do a bunch more. That was just a few of them. So if I do, let's say 25, shoot a little bit. You see they go straight in the way it should be. They don't clog up this area because I have no electric fences. Same with this one. They take damage, but they don't clog up the area until they get here. And this is where the real kill chamber is. This sort of just softens them up a little bit, but this is where most of them would be dying. The reason again is that when I get a lot of zombies here, I don't want to have cops, for instance, blow up here. I want cops to get up here where at least they'll be hit by the blade traps, or I can shoot them in the face and take off their head and do it that way. So one of them, let me show here as well, the issue with, let's not do 25, like that. Shoot. So because they're far away enough, you see they come out here, fall down, and then they run in. And this is exactly what I wanted them to do, as opposed to just standing there. If they were like here in the middle, they would tend to instead just try to dig. Same thing if they were coming from the side. Apparently they could walk up sort of along this smooth edge here. They don't do that anymore. So that's exactly what I want. Let me see if I can put a few here as well. They hear me, and then they basically run down the way I want, and down and down and into, well, ragdoll first. So, like I said, set this in 5-10 blocks or anything that you don't have that problem with them trying to dig in, because they naturally are already too far away. And you see, a couple of damage there, come in here, and this is where they die. And now she's actually not triggering the tripwire. She's slightly offset, but there she does, and there she dies. So this is how effective the base is. And I'm gonna do in. Let's start with. I'm gonna do 50. So this is 50. Let's do 75. Let's do 75. Let's shoot here. See, this is the main soften up colors. A lot of them are not going to die here because there's so many of them here. Here, some of them start dying. And this is where most of them will be dying. You see, it's just in this area. So this one probably will be taking the most damage of them. But it's really the darts that are killing them here. A little bit of damage from the electric fences. But most is really the darts. And see how effective it is? I mean, out of those 75, let's see here, there was like none here. There was like maybe, what, 10 here? Which means that you, well, maybe 15? 1, 2, 3, let's say 15. And everyone else was dying here without really doing much damage to the blade trap. Like, can I see that one? No, not a lot of damage to the blade trap. It was really mostly the dart trap, and they obediently followed this path, which is what I want. But you see, it was a little damage here. Someone got stuck here and wanted to bash. So this is really what it's all about. And you might be thinking, yeah, that this is okay, it's effective and everything. Well, I have some actually good ways that I'm going to be expanding this base next week. This is just the first part of it, because even though having a kill chamber is really nice, it's not enough. It's never enough. But at least it gives me a really solid base in order to start working on some really interesting improvements, I would hope at least. Now, this has been a really long video. Tomorrow I'm going to show you a Horde battle. I'll probably do an 8 or 16 concurrent, and then I'll probably do maybe a 64 concurrent the day after that, or next week, depending, because I think this one is going to stand up really well even to a really high game stage and 64 concurrent zombies. But I would love some feedback on, do you want to see more of these space builds where I sort of take you through all of it? Or would you prefer to have sort of a shorter cut up where I sort of cut out a lot of the things in between, where I sort of show a little bit, but I don't show everything in detail? Let me know in the comment section below. And are you excited about seeing this versus the Blood Moon Horde? I sure am. I think it's going to go pretty well, but we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. See you next time, Survivor.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.